Following his loss at UFC 306 against Merab Dvalishvili, Sean O'Malley is now going on an odd campaign following the fight, saying things that are a little bit confusing, concerning maybe, or things that can be taken in jest, ironically, like a joke. Let's see what Sean O'Malley has to say following his loss to Merab, a fight that is arguably dominant, somewhat arguably not, depending on how you score it, how you scored the damage here. Here was Sean's initial response following the fight. He says, "I overpromised and underdelivered. Sorry, and I love you guys," right? Sean O'Malley, the guy that the UFC is trying to push as the biggest star, the next best thing, the next Conor McGregor. This is Sean O'Malley. We understand that he has now lost a fight, lost his second fight. His previous loss was to Marlon Chito Vera. Had a very close one against Peter Yan. Some people think that he lost that one, but based on damage, he got the fight done. Sean then, about a day later, yesterday to be exact, went on back to Twitter and said, "The Suga State Athletic Commission breaking news. Suga won 2 of the last 3 rounds. Fight overturned. Suga won." Here's the cope coming into effect again. Like I said, many believe that Sean O'Malley did more damage. Some believe that Merab just overdid it with the grappling, beat Sean pillar to post with the grappling. This is partially true, but damage does play a factor. And so some of the rounds were pretty close based on the ground pressure that Merab was delivering and some of the strikes that O'Malley was dropping on Merab. Busted his nose open, almost landed the knee, hurt Merab badly to the body. Here were a couple of the moments in that fight. So, following the fight, we have Sean O'Malley playing this off comedically, taking the loss on the chin like a man. Timbo from the Tim Welch, coming back on his YouTube channel and saying good things, taking the loss like a man, saying this, Merab's really good, this and that. Taking it as they should. They lost the fight. They lost the fight handedly in most respects. Sean O'Malley was taken down multiple times, was able to get up at times, however, just could not quite put things together enough on the feet to get any significant damage off on Merab, and this is how the fight played out. So here Sean is responding, says, back to work, got the singlet on, dropping, sprawling, reaching, ready to take and defend takedowns from Merab. Henry Cejudo, other wrestlers in the division, obviously showed that he needs to work a bit on his wrestling defense, on his takedown defense, on his grappling in general if he wants to move forward and beat some of the best guys in the division. That's what Sean O'Malley's doing. That is good stuff. That's exactly what I want to see from Sean O'Malley right here. It's comedic, but it's truthful. There's some truth in comedy. That is why it is funny. So, then, Sean O'Malley goes on the Timbo Suga Show and has this to say, which is not as positive.
Well, I mean, I probably won't fight. I probably won't fight till for 9 months, 10 months, maybe a year. Like, it's going to be a while. People are going to have to watch the UFC without the Suga Show for a little bit, but then maybe they'll realize, like, fuck. We had it. It was fun. It's going to feel good to take a legit break to get fully healthy, full-on break without something like, oh, this is next. I don't have anything. Nothing scheduled. I don't want to even, it's like no one's next. I got to get healthy, and that's it. Take my time and come back. Well, I mean, I probably won't fight.
Okay, so what do we take away from this? Well, one thing that stood out to me was I want to get fully healthy for once. Listen, every fighter goes into every fight camp and then after fight camp goes into a fight injured in some form or fashion, whether it's small, major, whatever, mentally, physically. They all go into these fights in not 100% shape. This is just a fact of fighting. This is a fact of MMA. Not everybody goes in there perfectly. I feel like he's using this in some sense to cope, maybe subconsciously cope with the fact that he lost the fight and this was part of it. I just wasn't fully healthy. I had a couple bumps and bruises here. That's a little bit concerning. Second of all, Yes, he took some shots from Merab when he was trying to get up, took some ground and pound shots, a few of them, but he was not concussed, he was not damaged, he did not show signs of wear and tear after the fight. He got through the fight fairly healthy with little to no damage. He should be getting back in there before March of next year. He should be getting in there in December against somebody like Henry Cejudo, since he took no damage, should be proving to the MMA audience that, yes, I can do well against grapplers. And Henry Cejudo is somebody who they have big history, kind of feuding in the past couple of years, had some trash talk back and forth. That's a fight that they can drum up with some interest with Suga, put him in a co-main event, a big-time spot in the December pay-per-view against Henry Cejudo. But he says that he's going to take 9 to 12 months off. Why? You said that was one of the best training camps of your career, that you were mostly healthy going into this one. This is out of your own mouth, out of Tim's own mouth. And you're going to take 9 to 12 months off. Why? You just lost. You didn't lose in humiliating fashion. You didn't lose via knockout or any, devastating fashion. Get back in there. Prove to the MMA community that you can fight well against wrestlers, somebody like a Henry Cejudo, who is not as aggressive and pursuing of the takedowns in the fights. That's something that could be good. What are you doing in this case? Anyway, shout out to MMA Uncensored for getting this clip out there. Sean O'Malley trying to take 9 to 12 months off. What do you guys think about that? Now, on to the next clip, which is then even more concerning to me. This one is just a fact of MMA. These guys like to say this kind of stuff. I'm going to be out to 9 to 12 months to get healthy. It's bullshit in a lot of sense. Let's be honest. It's okay if you want to do that. Just don't say it this way. Don't tell yourself it in this way. That's the problem that I have, because you said you had a great training camp and now you're saying you want to get healthy and you've had injuries. Okay, yes, we all know that's probably true. Anyway, on to the next one. Shout out to this one. Olin, aka MMA Anomaly. Here's what Schmitty on his show had to say to him regarding the fight.
We're partying.
I didn't even want to go to the club. I just sound like you did. No.
You could have came.
I went to the boys. I'm like, what do we do, boys? I don't even want to fucking.
So we should have texted you at 3 a.m. and said, hey, we're at the room.
3 a.m. The fight was over.
I know, but we had to go to the club for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
We didn't get to the club till like 1.
All I wanted was the text, like I asked from 2 people.
So here's a guy who's, crying, complaining to Sean. After the fight, Sean O'Malley's just lost the world title. Big deal, big moment. Sean and Tim and everybody around them are going to hang out at the club, have a little after party, just, get a little bit of that positivity back in their life. I guess that's what they're going for here. And now here's a guy on the team who's upset and having a meltdown, just like Olin says, for Sean not letting him into his party.
At 3 a.m. you wanted to text saying, hey, we'll come to the room. Why didn't you text us when you were out?
Put yourself in my shoes, though. You want me to walk up to Sean right in the hotel room after the loss and be like, hey, I had other things on my mind where you didn't text me at all either. You told me
party.
Exactly. You are a big part of Sean's team, and you're willing to go as far as to ask Sean, after taking this loss, after being devastated by a loss, you want to go and complain and cry about it this way because you didn't get let into an after party. These are the kind of guys that, like Olin says here, Olin, however you say it, all these yes men around him. It seems like that's a little bit of what's going on, and that seems to be affecting the mentality of Sean O'Malley. I'm a little bit concerned here. Why are we taking 9 to 12 months? You should be getting right back in there and proving to yourself that you're one of the best fighters in the world and you can come back, get a quick win. That's what I would do if I was Sean O'Malley, not taking damage like that. You're a big star, make a lot of money, do it. Come on, man. Make some money, get back in there, prove yourself. That's what we should be doing here. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about the scenario. I'm sure Maro will come out, more comedy skits, more this, more playing it off like it isn't that big of a deal. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one.